Rounding whole numbers is very important, especially when we get into estimation. Rounding whole numbers will become more easy if you remember this little saying. 5 or more, raise the score. 4 or less, leave the mess. I'm sure you will use this little saying while rounding numbers. Let's do some examples together. Let's round this first number to the nearest 10. This is the 10 spot or the tens place, and we have to check one place less than this place value. Here we have the 8 digit. Let's use that little rhyme. 5 or more, raise the score. Yes, this number is 8. It's greater than 5. So what we are going to do, we're going to raise this number by 1. 5 or more, raise the score. Right. So this number will be 3. I'm going to raise this number by 1. So instead of 2, it will be 3. And this number will become 0. Let's move to another example. Here we have to round this number to the nearest 100. This is the hundreds place, and we're going to check this place. Here we have 5. Let's use that little saying together. 5 or more, raise the score. 5 or more. Yes, this is 5. So we have to raise this number by 1. So this number will be 7. So 4, comma, we're going to raise 6 by 1, so it will be 7, and we're going to get rid of rest of the numbers, and the rest of the digits will be zeros. In the next question, we have to round this number to the nearest 1000. This is the 1000 spot or the thousands place. We have to check the place one less than this rounding place. So one less this rounding place is the hundreds place, and we have to check this number. Here we have 3. Okay, let's say that little rhyme together. 5 or more, raise the score. Oh, this number is 3. It's not 5 or more, so we should move forward. 4 or less. Yes, this is less than 5. 4 or less, leave the mess. This means this number will be as it is because it's less than 5. So 4 or less, leave the mess. So this number will be as it is. We're not going to raise this number. Right. So this number will be 2, and the rest of the digit will become zeros. Move to the next question. Here we have to round this number to the nearest 10,000. This is the 10,000 spot, and we have to check this number. Okay, so let's say that little saying together. 5 or more, raise the score. We should move forward. 4 or less, leave the mess. This number will be as it is. So 6, 5, and the rest of the digits will be zeros. Now we have a pretty big number which we have to round to the nearest million place. This is the millions place, and we have to round it, but before we have to check this number. Let's say that little rhyme together. 5 or more, raise the score. 4 or less, leave the mess. So we're gonna leave this number as it is. 326 million, and the rest of the digits will be zeros. Next question is 100,000. Means we have to round this number to the nearest 100,000. So this is the 100,000 place, and we have to check this number. 5 or more, raise the score. Yes, this number is 5, so we have to raise this score. So this number will be 3. 43 million 3, and the rest of the digits will be zeros. So 43,300,000. Move to the next question. Here we have to round this number to the nearest thousands place. So where is the thousands place? This is the thousands place. So we will round it, but before we will check this number. 5 or more, raise the score. Yes, this number is 9. So we're gonna raise this number by 1. When we raise this number, so 9 will become 10. This means that in thousands place we'll have 0 and the 1 of the 10 will go over here in the 10,000 place. So 3 plus 1 will be 4. So 40,000 is the answer. The last question is 76,089, and we have to round this number to the nearest hundreds place. This is the hundreds place, and we will round this number, but first of all we'll check this place. Here we have 8. 5 or more, raise the score. Yes, we're gonna raise this number by 1, so 0 will become 1. 76,001, and the rest of the numbers will become zeros.